Hey guys, welcome back. Nick Koumalatsos here, if you didn't know. For the randoms that just happened to click on this video. Hi, welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the video. I gave a mentorship call to the Agoge last week, and we were talking about hesitation and the cost of hesitation. And so I wanted to bring up these three reasons why, typically the top three reasons why that people hesitate or just don't make a decision. They don't act. All right. And the first one, the first biggest one is just fear of failure. Absolute fear of failure. So what happens is you get what I like to call analysis paralysis, where you kind of wring your hands and you hem and haw, and then you don't make a decision one day and you don't make a decision the next day. Then you just analyze it. I'm thinking about it, and then you just never make a freaking decision. So therefore, your life does not progress, right? Because you're always afraid to make the decision or make the leap, right? To do the thing that you're wanting to do. All right. So that's one, the fear of failure, the fear of failure. The next one is just completely being in your comfort zone. Absolutely being in your comfort zone. And the fact that this decision, whatever you want to do, whatever you're about to make the decision on, is going to put you outside of your comfort zone, which means because you're in a comfort zone and you're operating from a place of comfort, and you're not used to being uncomfortable and being outside of that, you're becoming risk adverse. And when we become risk adverse, well then, if you ask anybody who's successful, they're going to tell you we took risk. We took risk and we gambled a lot. Now, granted, you can make very educated risk and very educated gambles on business and life and moves and things like that. But at the end of the day, we cannot, if we want to grow, we want to become more financially free. We want to, have the body that we want. We want to achieve the things that we want to achieve. We cannot be risk adverse. We have to jump in, right? And the third one is just simply procrastination. Procrastination. And I give this I like this story of, that chore that you have to do on the weekend. You work all week and Friday, you're like, I'm going to go home and I'm going to knock this chore out, whatever the thing is. I'm going to knock this thing out. And, Friday comes around and you're like, shit, it's like movie night. Let's do some popcorn, right? Let's pop some popcorn. Maybe have one of those protein cookies we were just talking about in the last video, and maybe order some pizza, right, Mario?
That sounds good to me.
Some Domino's. I think Mario's collecting Domino's pizza boxes on this bulk.
Yeah, for everyone knows I'm bulking.
Yeah. Just I'm not a fat kid. I'm just bulking. Dirty bulking with Domino's. But then, it's Friday night, so it's movie night, and then Saturday comes around, you're like, oh, I'm going to do this Saturday thing. I'll knock it out tomorrow. But then, maybe kids, you're playing with your kids, you're having fun. It's a good Saturday day. Let's go to the park. Let's go to the river. Let's go to the beach, whatever. Go to the woods. So I'll do it later. I'll do it Sunday. Sunday's a good day to knock this out. And then Sunday comes around and, you don't get to it the first day. And then by the end of the day on Sunday, you're like, shit, I have to get this done before I go to work. Otherwise, it's going to be a whole other week, or I got to do it during the weekday, or who knows what's going on. But I want you to think about how awesome your weekend would be if you would have just gotten the monkey off your back. If you would have just done the thing, right? If you just didn't hesitate and you just acted and did the thing. Even though you might have had a great weekend, you always had this like gnawing little thing in the back of your head. You ever get that where you have to do that and you just it's not at the forefront, but it's just sitting there.
Yeah.
Doesn't that just drive you nuts?
Yeah.
But if you would have just done the thing, right? If you would have just done the thing, it would have been done.
Yeah.
And you'd have had a better weekend.
Yeah, it's like you feel like it's just gonna take too long, or it's gonna just take a long time, and then you do it, and then you're like, okay, that didn't take that long. I should have just fucking got it done.
Like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done that. I've kind of been doing that a little bit too sometimes. It's just like, dude, it didn't take that long. I should have got that done way sooner.
Right. So maybe it's a lack of motivation, it's procrastination, whatever it is, whatever the reason is that you're procrastinating. But those are the things that cost us big in life. And if you're habitual hesitator, well, man, you're never going to move the needle in your life. Like, think about the cost of inaction. Every single time you hesitate, or you hesitate to make a move in your life, think about what it's truly costing you in growth, in time, in money, in opportunity, right? Because each one of those moves leads you to another move. I can look at my life now, how great my life is, the amount of money that I make now, the amount of good that I'm able to do in the world, right? The value that I'm able to bring to the table, to my employees, to my friends, to my family, to all of you. All of that I can lead back to decades ago of making hard choices and not hesitating. And there's just so much, there's so much cost when it comes to the ability of not making a decision. Because what your fear should be is like, look at my life now. And what if it's the same in a year, 5 years, 10 years, or 20 years from now? And Johnny put up a quote, living to 75 the same year every year over and over and over is not a life. And I was like, that's freaking good.
That was a gym quote at the gym?
The gym. Yeah, it was the gym quote. And I was like, that's freaking great. That's great. Think about your year right now. What if this was the same year? You just repeat this year every single year until you're 75 years old. What is the cost? Yeah, right. What is the cost of that? And then the weight of unfulfilled aspirations. All these aspirations you have, all these objectives, all these goals. Maybe it's making more money. Maybe it's have the elite marriage. Maybe it's the kids. Maybe it's the generational wealth. Maybe you want X amount of dollars in the bank account, start that business, whatever it is. What is the weight of those unfulfilled aspirations as you go through life because you hesitated and you did not move because of fear of failure? You live in your comfort zone, or you just procrastinated, right? So you need to understand, why are you hesitating? Which one of those things are you hesitating? Why are you? And then overcome that fear. And I love this quote, that everything that you want in life, every single thing that you want in life is on the other side of that fear. And if I just transcend this thing that I'm afraid of, then I'll get everything that I want in life. So action over hesitation. And we had something in special operations. We had a saying that any action is better than no action. Even a bad decision is better than no decision. Because in a combat, in an environment like that, inaction will get you killed. But when something happens, when shit goes down, you have to act. You got to make a decision. You got to move. And even a bad one is better than inaction. So as you guys go through life, as you start transcending 2024 and making 2024 your bitch, as you should, I want you to think about action over hesitation every single time. Act. Make a decision and jump. And you might lose a little bit, and that's okay. That you might lose, and that's going to be okay. Because a loser can win eventually. I'm one right here. I'm a loser. I'm a loser who wins every day now. But a quitter, or somebody who does not take the leap, will never win. Period. So in 2024, you're gonna act more. You're gonna make more decisions. You're gonna jump more. You're gonna do more, and you're not gonna hesitate. Share this with a friend. Drop me a comment below of how you're not going to hesitate, or how you haven't hesitated. And we'll see you in the comment box. Never quit, never surrender, always forward. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.